to Vigor. It is your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. Look at the amount of looters in this lobby. Remember that. The amount of default skins you see. Also, now I know I can look right here and I can see that there's a total of 8 people in the encounter. So I ain't gotta go on stream, let alone in my videos anymore, and say, I think there should be about 10 people that spawn in this game. Nope. Look in the bottom right hand corner of the screen and you'll see how many people are in the game exactly. Shout out to the goodest for putting that out to me. I've been playing this game for I don't know how long and I'm still learning shit from you guys. I appreciate it. So, I don't mean to toot my own horn or anything like that. But at the time of this recording, there's been a jump in subscribers. So whatever reason that you all decided to subscribe to me, I really, really appreciate it, number one. And number two, welcome to the channel. Again, seeing as how we have a bit more subscribers than usual, I'm telling you that this map right here, and this weapon right here, well, the map is guaranteed my favorite map in the game, Gronthiem Valley. But my 2 favorite weapons in the game are the H-Bar-T, on my back right now, and the VSS. Spoiler alert, you'll see me use it in the next video that you see uploaded to the channel. So, in case you didn't know, well, maybe you've been watching a couple of my videos previously, but I like to feature whole encounters because, I mean, look, seeing people kill people is fun and all, right? But unless you know the actions leading up to it and how they set it up, it's, you don't really get the full satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm the kind of person that revels in tactics and strategy and shit like that. Right? I'm not one for gunfights. I'm one for one bullet determines how a person's going to react to their death. Not determines what they do, but react to their death. What I just said was, most of the time, 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10 really, I go for headshots. Because of 3 reasons. 3 reasons, really. Number 1, it's quick. It's quick, it's deadly, it's to the point, takes him out. Boom, that's it. No gunfights, that's it. Number 2, headshots don't give a fuck about body armor. You can have body armor on your body right now, and body armor in your bag. But if I shoot you in the head, guess what? That shit don't matter. And to me, those kills right there, the one I just explained to you, those are the marshmallows and Lucky Charms. Those are the marshmallows and Apple Jacks. Yeah, they have those now. That shit crazy. That's the cookies in the cookie and cream ice cream. Those are the kills that you want. Because, well, look, a shotgun went off. Because that person was so set on the fact that they had, okay, an ADR, noted. Alright, cool. So an ADR is on this side of the map, noted. But yeah, back to my point. That person was relying so heavy on their body armor to where they thought they were invincible, but instead, you shot him in the head, and he rendered all that shit irrelevant. Moment right here. I spot the red container right before I use that comm station. So I'm gonna try to do this in future videos. I'm gonna check around the comm station before I pick up the red container. And the third and final reason as to why I go for headshots only is because gunshots attract players. Again, something I say a lot in my videos. And if you don't believe me, again, wait till tomorrow. Well, today, really, but 14 hours from now. Let me put it to you like that. So what do we hear in this game? We heard a shotgun, and we heard an ADR. We heard a shotgun fire 4 times, and the ADR let off some pretty accurate ass fire. If an ADR fires a short burst, yeah, they got you in their sights. Only true sweats will drop shot you and let off their entire magazine at your feet, let alone your torso. If you hear somebody burst their weapon and not shoot it like, full auto type thing, chances are they're a raincoat that are just, well, not a raincoat, they're a regular player who's just trying to get a nice kill, or it's just a person that saw somebody running and they try to shoot them while they're running. 9 times out of 10, that shit don't work. So yeah. Now, I would never encourage you to stay in an encounter when you already have a red container. I would encourage you not to do that. As soon as you find that red container and it's stealth, go ahead and leave. Go ahead and leave. But for the purpose of bringing you all this video, I'm still looking around. So I'm going back to where I heard that shotgun blast from earlier. Let's think about it like this. In HRT, granted, it's like the least powerful up close out of all the purple weapons, in my opinion. But it's more powerful than a shotgun at range. And that's what I plan to do. Keep them at range. And if you're wondering, am I going to pick up that phone? I think I'm going to think about it. I think I am, but then I'm going to be like, nah. So we hear a third comm station. Not been hit. And I'm like, okay, now things have gotten a bit too quiet. So you see me take a pause every time I open a door. Because I'm listening. At this point, it's a matter of making sure you don't walk across somebody. Use a comm station for a third time. I'm gonna put it at the top of the town. Now, why did I do that? Honestly, I'm trying to create a bit of chaos. But here's the thing. Chaos don't really move unless people move as well. This is why I'm being silent. Because the cost of, moving around is that you can get spotted by an auto turret. I know what I just said, an auto turret. What I just said was, and this is a term used in one of my streams, you can walk right across somebody's vision who's prone and they'll track you and they'll shoot you. Just like an auto turret. This shit makes sense. I love that term. I'm going to start using it too. So, at this point, I know I'm not going to hear anybody. It's too quiet. Think, guys. We heard only one shotgun. Huh. As soon as I say that. We heard one shotgun and one ADR, and that's it. But now what we heard is a car alarm. Now, normally, an experienced player will never loot a car alarm, or never loot a car that gives off a car alarm. Logically speaking, the airdrop is in the middle of town. That car alarm went off on this side of the map. Wouldn't it make sense for that person who hit the car alarm to come down this road, let alone, like at the top of the map, on, the western side of the map, and go up that hill and try not to be seen? But my point is this. Wouldn't it make sense for them to come down this way? That's why I'm up here watching these windows. And yet, I don't hear anything, and I don't see anything. Okay. Well, where could it be at then? So I know I'm crouching out in the open right here, but I'm legit listening, because I'm really expecting this guy to walk down this road. Because why would you go down this road, loot a car, go back up, take the Beaver Bridge or whatever, or heaven forbid, cross the river, and not come down this way? So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Now, You see my objective. Still, to stay vigilant. If I die right now, I'm losing this airdrop. Now granted, a common airdrop in the hands of an experienced player is not that important. But I like big XP numbers, so I'm keeping this shit on me. Again, I'm still expecting this guy to appear somewhere down here. That's what I'm expecting. But yet, I'm watching that container too, way off in the distance. The shit's still locked. Why would a container still be locked at this late in the game? Maybe because everybody's afraid to go for it? Take your mind back to that pre-lobby screen. Nothing but default skins, myself, and one other person with an ADR. Myself and the ADR carrier don't have on default skins. Now let me make a little disclaimer. Just because they have a default skin on them, don't mean that they're a new player. Sweaty players, and again, well, not really again, but you'll see what a sweaty player is on my channel. But sweaty players will have on default skins and be undercover. Why? I don't know. I don't know. So I aimed at this bush over here, thinking that somebody was in it, but clearly I'm beside it, right? And nobody's in the bush. Again, folks, we heard one ADR, one shotgun, one car alarm. That's all we heard. And that container's still locked. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the safe was tapped either. Again, what does that tell me? People are not moving at all. So if anything, I'm making myself a target by moving around to different areas. I say different areas. I pretty much just made one really big circle just now. And so I'm walking out in the open. Don't get shot at. In my opinion, it's hard to hide on a daytime map. But listen to this. This is the sound of the game saying, make your move now or die in the next 3 minutes. And so, wait a minute, folks. I didn't open that door. I didn't open that door. I came out the other way. That's why I went prone just now. What if somebody's in this church? What if they are, and I don't hear them? I don't think that door was open when I came in to get that conversation either. So right now, I'm on edge. I know, I feel more, no, don't even say I know, but I feel like somebody's nearby. This is why I'm crouch walking. But then, the lone wolf off meta is this. People don't move until the fucking end of the match. Because they're too afraid to move. Do not ask me why that's the case. But people will not move until the end of the match. Look, ADR goes off again, car alarm goes off again, I go off because I saw somebody. And now you probably won't be able to hear it because of my voice and the car alarm. But listen real close. Somebody was coming. Somebody was coming. That same person who hit that car alarm is the same person who was blasting at the container to try to kill somebody who was camping it. Yeah. That's the meta. And it's so damn infuriating because, number one, you can't make the lobby more safe for yourself if you can't kill anybody. It's literally kill or be killed. Or in my case, killed or get stalked and killed. Yeah. Number two, this is my real question. If you have an ADR 97, literally the oldest yet the most gold, weapon in this game, why the fuck are you going for the container? You already got a good ass weapon. If anything, you'll pick up a nice secondary, like an SVU or an L85, but you already got a good ass weapon. So, you know what? Even deeper question. If you got an L85 and you're going for the container, why the fuck are you going for the container? Chances are you're going to find more ammunition for your L85 and an SVU. And that's it. But if you have a grease gun, like how the guy was behind me, you're going for the container, that shit makes sense, because it'll be a hell of an upgrade for you. Right? But, like I said, if you're a new player, not even like I said, if you're a new player and you're questioning me right now, Jet, why didn't you go for the container? You could have opened it and killed the guy. I made a video on this here map entitled The Biggest Killer. And I'm going to spoil the end of it for you. In my opinion, the biggest killer in Vigor is greed. Now look, I know he was just a grease gun, but check that out. Somebody died. They waited until the very end of the match to get that airdrop and try to go down the way where radiation is coming from. Not running away from it, but running into it. The biggest killer is greed. Number one, they're greedy with their time. They didn't move around. They didn't take into account how much time they had left. Number two, greed, like I keep saying. If I were to try to take out that guy with a grease gun at that container, he would have lowered my health. Right? And I know I have iodine on me, but every shot counts. If he would have hit me more times than I would hit him, chances are I would be lesser on health than him. Because remember, he's coming into radiation. I was already in radiation. Chances are he has more health than me. Number two, if I went for that container, it would have taken time. Even if I did shoot off the locks, went into the container, scooped out what's in it, and then tried to leave, I wouldn't have survived. You've seen how low my health was. Even with my 2 iodine pills, I'd been cutting it really close. So, yes, even though the plate's in front of you, maybe you shouldn't eat off it and leave the plate clean. Maybe save some of it and then go back. And then come back and eat some more. That's a terrible analogy, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like I said, people, stay tuned for next episode. Peace.